welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm very excited to do the project. Obviously, like, you see the title, but I'm really excited about this because, like, it's kind of something. So let me rewind. So I'm gonna be crocheting a cover for my Bible, and customizing my Bible has been something that I've always wanted to do for a very long time. Let me go get it because I forgot to grab it. Now, as you can see, my Bible has seen better days. Like, I've had my Bible for, at least this one specifically, 3 or 4 years maybe. And I had plans of like redoing the cover, like the binding and everything, and then painting it and like customizing it with like my own artwork. But I was talking to my friend Hannah recently, and I told her that one of the things that I want to do is make a book cover for one of my books, and she said she wanted to do the same thing but with her Bible. And then I was like, that's a great idea, let me do that for my Bible too. So you've probably been eyeing the yarn that I have next to me. So I'm gonna put up some inspo pics on the screen so you can see kind of my idea. I'm still kind of looking around, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do a bunch of small granny squares all sewn together, or if I just want to. I feel like doing a bunch of granny squares is just the cutest and like most fun looking idea that I can think of, because I don't really want to just do like stripes or like a big heart or anything like that. Like, I feel like the granny squares would be more fun. So let me show you the colors that I have. So I'm so excited. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use every single one of these colors, but this is like the color palette that I'm going for. Now, I have these two colors because I'm trying to figure out if I want to use both or just one of these. I believe these are both from Michael's. I think this is Loops and Threads, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it is because I used these colors for my one of my mom's presents that I'm giving her for Christmas this year. So I have these two. And then this is a big twist yarn. It's the color Cosmetic Pink. This is the color I use on the granny square blanket. And this is all that I have left of it. And then I have this pink that is light rose. So these are the two pinks that I have, and then I have all these greens. This one here is Nile green. This one is light green. And then this one is forest green. Now, the color green is my absolute favorite color, so I definitely want to use green for this project. And then I feel like having pink would be really cute because it just kind of looks like florally, like flowers and like the leaves and the stem. So I'm not entirely sure how exactly I want to make the granny squares, like if I want to make small flowers in between, like in the center, or if I just want to do a regular granny stitch, like the typical granny square, but just smaller. Which also, I am going to use my, I don't know exactly what the measurement is for this. It's just a size G. It's somewhere in the 4mm.
You scared me.
It's somewhere in the 4mm. So I'll say it's maybe like 4.5. So that way they come out smaller. May I help you? Actually, can you stop it? Because I don't want this clip going too long. Okay, and then start it up again.
Not going. There we go.
It worked finally. I pressed the record button like 6 times and it didn't go.
Yeah, my phone's messed up. That's why I want a camera.
But I need one. A new phone, not a camera.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But my new phone will come with a camera.
Yeah.
I'll just give you my old phone.
No, mine's better than yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to see your
and
reaction.
yours older. But yeah, so this is the color palette that I'm planning for my Bible cover. But I'm going to just kind of keep looking around Pinterest and probably look at different granny square stitches or designs and patterns and figure out which one I want to do. And kind of figure out the colors, because I want every single granny square for the book cover to be like kind of rotate through the colors, if that makes sense. So like if I start with dark pink and light green, oh my gosh, and do this white color, there's not going to be a granny square that is exactly like it, if that makes sense. Like I want all of them to look different but still cohesive with the same with like similar colors. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of keep looking around Pinterest, like I said, for more inspiration and more ideas. And then once I have something a little more solid, like maybe once I have like my first granny square done, I will get back to you. I also need to measure my Bible and figure that out, because I definitely want to have the front cover and the back cover with granny squares. I don't think I want the seam, like the what's the word? The spine. The spine. I don't think I want the spine with granny squares. I think I want the spine to be maybe like striped or just like a solid color. And then obviously the crocheted cover has to have like a pocket that the cover of my actual Bible can slip into. That will probably be just solid as well, or maybe striped to give it more interest. So I need to figure that out, figure out how big the granny squares have to be to fit here, because if I want them to be big enough, I could probably only fit 2 across and maybe 3 down. And if that's the case, that would give me 6 on the front, 6 on the back, and then the spine, and then the inside part of the cover. So yeah, I'm gonna figure all of that out. I'll probably use my iPad to kind of, you know, draw out some ideas. And like I said, I'll get back to you. Hey guys, so quick little update on the granny squares. I have 2 done so far, and I think they're coming out super cute. So this is the first one that I made. It's so cute. And this is the second one. Look at them, they're so stinking cute. Now I probably won't have them right next to each other when I sew all of them together, just because I am gonna switch up the colors, obviously. So I'm gonna have some with pink on the outside, I'll have some with white on the outside, so I don't really want like greens next to each other and pinks next to each other and so on. But yeah, they came out really cute, and I measured it out, not exact like with a ruler, but when I finished the first one, I put it on my Bible cover and it filled out about halfway across the cover, which is perfect. And then what I'll do, I have to figure it out though, just because it is a little bit smaller, so I need to figure out kind of how to like fill in that space. So here is my Bible cover. I haven't put both of them next to each other yet. Okay, yeah. So you see how it's like just too perfect on the length. Oh my gosh, my dog is barking. So I have to kind of figure out how to attach them without them being like, without it, does it make sense? Attach them where it's nice and flush against each other, but it doesn't make it too narrowed in, like too, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. But also I'm curious, oh yeah, it would fit. Oh man, do I want to do granny squares on the spine? Oh, that would look so cute. I don't know, because if that's the case, then let me see. Yeah, so it is about 3 and 2 across. Okay, because if that's the case, then I would have to do 6 and 6, that's 12, 13, 14, 15 granny squares. I don't know, because on the inside I'm definitely not making granny squares, because obviously like you won't be seeing them. But I think they're coming out so freaking cute. I absolutely love them. And it's nice making granny squares that are different from the ones in the blanket that I'm making, because like I was just really getting tired of doing the same granny stitch all the way around. So now starting out with like a flower and then doing like the typical cluster stitches around on the last row is fun. Plus these are pretty quick to make. It is taking me a little bit of time just because I'm not looking at a specific pattern. I was looking at a few different pictures on Pinterest to get like inspiration. And yeah, I think the colors are super cute. I think it's coming out really nice. So I will update you probably tomorrow. I think I'm gonna stop here because I am getting pretty tired and I'm probably gonna go to bed. But I am gonna take, because I have 4 big skeins, not like the big, the pound one, but I do have 4 like full skeins of yarn and a few other ones. So it would be a little difficult to take this all to work. But I want to take it to work. Can you blame me? I'd like to be able to work on these while I'm at work. Like, this would be so fun to do at work because these are so cute. I really, really like how they're coming out. I'll figure it out if I can take them to work or not. Like, because all these skeins of yarn are not going to fit in my backpack, and I'm already gonna have my backpack, my lunchbox, and then if I bring my, I guess, project bag, it's just gonna be a lot. I'll figure it out in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. If I don't update throughout the day while I'm at work, like if there's no clip of me like crocheting or something, then I'll just update you guys later after I come home, just because I may or may not be able to take all these skeins, you know. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I decided I'm not going to use this green. What color was this one again? Forest green. I just feel like maybe it's a little dark for the colors that I want to use, because I want this to be a little bit more lighter, more, not bright, but like just not so dark, you know. And I haven't used it at all yet, so it's perfect. And everything, like all the yarn that I'm using, fits nicely in this bag, which also, this is the bag that I sewed and made myself. That was like maybe a year ago. But yeah, so I'm not gonna use that dark green. I'm just gonna use basically all the colors you see here. So that light pink, the darker pink, this green, and the light green, the white, and then I also have the cream color that I'm gonna use. Which even then, this white is not, I don't think it's like a super bright white, because I do have Lion Brand Pound of Love, which is the same as like the really big pound of like the big twist yarn. And that color is like a very bright, like bleached white, you know? This one has like a slight off-white to it. And then obviously like the darker, like more cream color. So I think I'm just gonna stick to those. I believe that's 6 colors. And then that way, like I don't have a whole extra skein of yarn that like I don't know what to do with. But yeah, I think that is it. Now I'm gonna go to bed, because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't want to have to figure that out in the morning, because I'm gonna be tired. So I did that now. It worked out fine. But I'm gonna go to bed now. I will see you tomorrow, whether in the morning or after work. I'm not entirely sure. Don't mind my hair. It's been a crazy and very exhausting day. First day of school. The actual day wasn't too bad. It was just, the building was so hot. and I'm pregnant. So like, it's like I get hot even like worse, like faster and easier. It's just, it was not the most fun. I don't know, I guess the AC just wasn't working or whatever, I don't know. But I have not updated you. So if you remember, I think the last clip that I recorded was this morning, showing you that I had 2 of the granny squares done. I finished all of them, so I'll show you. And the way I did it too is I used 6 colors and I needed to make 12 granny squares. So the way I set it up was that all the colors were used twice for the center of the flower, twice for the petals, and twice for the outside border. And it worked out perfectly because like all the granny squares look different, and I think they came out really cute. I really like it. I was sending pictures to my older sister to see what she thinks. She's like, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, they're coming out cute and stuff. So like, she approved. But yeah, I'll show you. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I'll show you with the white on the outside. So these are the white on the outside with the cream on the outside, with the light pink on the outside, the darker pink on the outside, the light green, and the dark green. Now it's hard to get a feel for how it's supposed to look when I'm showing you individually, so in a moment I'll turn the camera around and show you. But that one, I think I showed you guys this morning, I can't quite remember. This really dark green that I decided not to use for these granny squares, I'm gonna use it to stitch all of them together. And I'm probably also going to use this for the spine as well, and for the inside part of the sleeve. Since I made 12 granny squares, one of every, basically like one of every like color, kind of, because even though like they all look different, will go on the front and the back. So like, for example, these 2 are not going to be in the front or the back together. They'll be like on the front and back, if that makes sense. So I won't have, like, technically I won't have like any repeats, even though again all of the color combinations are completely different. I made quite a few at work, and then I finished off the last few here at home. So what I'm gonna do is, honestly, I'll probably go take a shower because I am like it took me probably like an hour or 2 when I got home just like cool down, because it's just been so hot all day. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my other videos, but the AC of my car is messed up and it doesn't really blow very cold air. Like, it does for a few minutes and then it stops blowing cold air, and it's kind of like the air just feels very humid and muggy and just gross. So I had to have the windows down. That's why my hair is a mess, because like literally the windows were down and I was just like, I don't care, I just need this air in my face and on my body because I was so hot. And even then, it was today was one of the hottest days we've had in a little bit. We've had hotter days, but like in the past like week or 2, I feel like the weather has been feeling pretty nice. So today was pretty hot. It was 88 as the high, which I know there's other states that are much hotter. I come from Florida. We have weather that is like close to the hundreds or in the hundreds sometimes. But having acclimated a little bit more to the weather up here, 88 is very hot. And then again, I'm pregnant. 88 feels like 100 to me. I can't do it. I'm also planning on probably using the darker green, because I did say I was going to stitch them all together with this dark green and do the rest of the case with it. But I'm also probably going to make a border of single crochets around every single granny square, just to add a little bit more length and width onto the granny squares, make them a little bit bigger, just to make sure that all of them stitched together is big enough for the covers. Because I mean, I could block them and that way they like come out a little bit bigger and like a little more stretched out, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to stitch I just want to like sew them all together and finish the cover, just because I'm like really excited. I think this is coming out so cute. So I don't really care to block them, but I do want to make sure obviously that they, like, all of them sewn together is big enough for the covers. So I think adding a row, just one row around every single one of them of this green would look really nice. Plus I feel like sewing them all together with this green and having the green border around each one of them will make it look neater. And it won't look as weird. Like, you'll see the sewing in between like the stitches of this, and I feel like that might look messy. So I feel like adding that extra layer on all of them with this green, it will just make it look a lot neater and cleaner. But yeah, I'm gonna go shower and settle down because I really need it. And then I will come back to this and sew them together, which I might wait to sew them together because I feel like that's gonna be like the really fun part. So I might do like the boring parts first and like do the spine and do the like the inside covers for the sleeves. So I might do those first just because that's gonna be just a bunch of rows of like single crochets. I'm actually debating if I want to make it a granny stitch and just have like a granny stitch going all the way up, or maybe doing like the granny stitch but like in like a really long row like that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do those first because again, I feel like the fun part's gonna be joining all these together, because obviously it's gonna like come together a lot faster that way, and I'll get to see the vision better. And then everything will get sewn. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it tonight though, just because I am very tired. My shoulder's hurting. It's been a long day, a very long day. So I think I'll just try to at least get the spine and the inside sleeve sections done. And then tomorrow I can always take these to work and make the borders around them and sew them together and everything. And then sew everything together. I'm so excited. This project is so cute, and I absolutely love the color scheme. I think it's so cute. It's very, like, very feminine, very cutesy. It just, I love it. Quick update, I am working on the first panel for the inside of the sleeve. I think I'm gonna need maybe like 2 more rows around, and it should be big enough. And then I'm going to make a row of just single crochets all the way around. I did not get to the granny squares. I'm making the border in this color around each of them, but that's fine because I didn't want to get too much done tonight and then not have anything to work on tomorrow while I'm at work. I'm gonna finish this one up and then I'm knocking out because I'm so tired and my shoulder's hurting. I think it's because the chairs at work that I sit in, like the armrests are higher up, so my shoulders tend to be like higher while I'm crocheting, and it starts hurting this arm or this shoulder. But when I'm at home, like my arms are relaxed and like they're like lower, you know? So yeah, this shoulder's hurting just from today and these past few days just being at work crocheting and stuff. So I'll see if I'm gonna finish this up right now. If not, I'll just finish it at work tomorrow because again, I'm very tired. Like, I just feel the heaviness and puffiness of my eyes, and like I need sleep. So you guys have a good night, and I will check back in maybe tomorrow morning. If not, sometime at work, during any like free time that I have, I'll probably record a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm so tired. It is currently Thursday. I think the last thing I recorded was last night. I'm gonna make this quick because I am exhausted. Tomorrow's Friday and I'm so happy about that. Plus, my husband and I have been dealing with our bathroom being messed up. There's like a really bad leak coming from the ceiling, so like we couldn't even use the bathroom. Like, we just came back from his dad's house to shower because that bathroom is just like, it's gonna be off limits for a little bit until it can get fixed. So that sucks. So we've been dealing with the stress of that, and then being back at work. I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna make this quick. I'm not even gonna crochet tonight. Like, it's, I don't know if I said the time, it's about 9:30. I'm going to bed after this. This is probably the earliest I've gone to sleep in years. But I have some updates on the book cover. So I started sewing them together. Oh, well, first I did the border of green around them, and I started sewing them together. But then when I started sewing the two strips together, the seams, like here, when they connected, it looked really, really messy, and I just did not like it. So I started messing around with it, and let me see where it is. And I initially did all 12 granny squares with the border, the dark green border around them, but then I took it off of 2 of them and just slip stitched the back together and checked to see how that looked. I tried doing a continuous join with the granny squares, but was it with these? I'm pretty sure it was with these. It was adding too much extra, like too many extra rows, and it would have been way too big for the cover. So I'm still trying to like figure this out. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take the green border off of all of them and probably just do it like this, and then maybe just do one big border around all 6 of them, or I guess, well, yeah, all 6 on the front and then 6 on the back. And then the spine, I realize, is actually another reason I'm gonna probably take off the green border, is because adding the green border, the spine was like way too small for the strip. Like, if you know, like you can tell just by me holding it, like you really don't even have to. And I tried stretching it out, but it was still way too small. There weren't enough stitches to actually evenly stitch them all together, even if I did stretch it out. The number of stitches on the side just don't line up with the granny squares. So I'm gonna take it apart, all the granny square, or not the full granny squares, the border, take out the stitching and everything, and just have the plain granny squares and sew them together like this. Just sucks. I don't want to keep wasting so much of the yarn, because I'm gonna have to, oh, well, actually I can use the yarn from these, from the borders. I can use them to stitch the pieces together. That way nothing goes to waste. But yeah, I'm gonna take off all the borders, sew them together like this, and I think that's gonna work a lot better. And I think it'll fit a lot better with the spine. If anything, I can always redo the spine and make it a little bit bigger. I think the only thing that's really working right now are the inside like sleeve sections. I think those are gonna be fine. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with that. It's just figuring out how I want to join the granny squares and joining them to the spine and everything, and just making sure that works out. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed, figure this out maybe tomorrow at work, and hopefully be able to update you while I'm at work. Today was a hectic day, so I literally didn't get to do any filming. But yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not at work, then definitely later in the night. Hey guys, quick update. So it is Friday. I'm home. It was another busy day because we had to go to Alex's dad's house again to shower and like use the bathroom because our bathroom is messed up. Quick update, or I'm gonna try to make it quick, on the granny square book cover. I haven't frogged the whole thing. Like, I still have the granny squares. It's just how I joined them together and how I'm like, I would try, it was, when I tell you it was just a mess. Like I had to like restart so many times on how I joined the squares together and how I was planning on joining all the panels together. Turns out these inside sleeve sections and like the spine it's just not gonna work because the amount of cluster granny stitches on the side of the granny squares, I'll show you. So okay, that's another update. So I ended up taking out all the green borders because they ended up coming out way too big for the book for like my Bible cover, and it just wasn't like adding up with the stitch numbers and everything. It was just looking really wonky. So I took it out, and then I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do the border around, and then so I decided to do granny stitches all the way around, and I started liking that a lot better. So I did it with all the other granny squares because I literally went through every single granny square and made a border. Ooh, excuse me. Now I have all of this yarn that's cut in smaller pieces. I can still use it for something, definitely, but it's a little more limiting. And I mean, I can tie all the pieces together, but then it's gonna look messy with all the knots. But I'm definitely not gonna let that go to waste. So I decided to do granny stitches all the way around. And then what I did, since these panels don't fit on here, the number of granny stitches, these were just a lot bigger and wider than these, and it just didn't add up how many there were, since these were a lot smaller, a lot more fit than these, and it just added up weird and it wasn't working. So then I decided to just continue on from the cover and just keep going up and make some rows, and then that way I can fold it over and sew the sides together, and that's the sleeve that goes on the book cover. And then here what I'm gonna do, so I'll show you what I have so far for the other side. I'm starting to make the other panel that's gonna fold around the cover, and then for the spine that's gonna go here, I'm not sure, I'll probably make like 1 or 2 rows of granny squares on both of them, and then join them together with like the granny squares. I forget what that's called, just because I feel like that would look really nice. So that's the plan. This will not go to waste though. I'm thinking of maybe making this like a cute little pencil pouch. I think that would be really cute, or even like a little notebook cover, or just another book cover that can just go around a book, and I can make it like that. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna let this go to waste. But that's the update for today. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have not done any editing because this week like really beat me up. I come home, I crochet a little bit, do some things, and then like I'm out. I go to sleep by like 9, 10 o'clock the latest. Like I've been so tired. And all of summer I was going to sleep 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, staying up late crocheting. I definitely can't do that. So it's actually like about 10:30 right now. I'm super tired. I'm trying to like stay up a little bit and at least get this side done. I think it's about 10 rows of granny squares, but I don't know if I can do that. Like I'm so tired, but it's also a long weekend. Monday's Labor Day, no school, and I'm very happy. I'm gonna call it a night. I am tired. I'm not gonna work on this tonight. I've been liking it though. It's been fun, and also I was thinking of maybe making this as a pattern, trying my hand at that. Maybe we'll see, because I had a lot of fun making this, and I've been freehanding it. Like I'm literally just looking at a bunch of different like pictures, more so to see like the structure, how like these crochet artists put it together. But I'm not really looking at it's hard to explain, but I literally have not been looking at a pattern. I've literally just looked at pictures and kind of like picked out some pieces of different like book covers and kind of figured it out for myself. So I might write like a kind of like a written pattern for this, just for funsies, just like try my hand at written patterns. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. The clip, I've been recording for like over 7 minutes already. But you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow at some point, don't know when. Hopefully these videos, all these recordings and stuff can go a little bit more smoothly and more consistently as the school year progresses. But yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow at some point. So, guess who finally finished the book cover? Look, it's so cute. My Bible is so stylish. I absolutely love it. I finished it a lot earlier today, but our bathroom is still not fixed. It was supposed to be fixed today, but the plumber never showed up. And so we had to go to Alex's dad's house again. And I finished it just before we left, so I didn't really have time to film. But yeah, it is super cute. I really like how it looks. My Bible, it's so cute. And then if I wanted to, I can always make a different one and have a few that I can kind of like swap out. But yeah, this video is definitely gonna be late, unfortunately. Obviously you'll know when I upload it from whenever you're watching this. But yeah, I have not been able to edit yet. This week just really beat me up getting back to work, plus the whole bathroom situation. The hours that I would be editing, I'm literally not even home because I'm going to, you know, Alex's dad's house. He and I are both going to shower and stuff. And to even use the bathroom, because like we literally we cannot use that bathroom at all. And that's the only bathroom we have, one bathroom. So that's been really hard. But I have also been learning how to knit, but I'm not going to show or really talk about it in this video, just because obviously that's a video within itself that I can do. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned the little extra parts that I made. I can make it into like a cute little pencil pouch, or make it into another little cover, maybe for like a notebook or something, or just another type of book. And then I have all this scrap yarn that while I was sewing pieces together and everything, I was making sure to use the scrap yarn just so it doesn't go to waste. But yeah, I really like how it came out. I'll also like insert some nicer like glamour shop b-roll little clips of it closer and like all cutesy and stuff. But I'll do that in the daytime when there's better lighting, because right now it's, I don't know, like 10:30, and I'm gonna be going to bed because I'm very, very tired. But you guys have a good night or a good day. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what crochet project you're working on. If you know how to knit, if you've been wanting to learn how to knit, and let me know any suggestions you might have for another video. I do have these next few videos kind of planned out and figured out what I want to do. It's obviously just making sure I have the energy to do these videos and get them edited, because work has been a little tough, but I know I'll get into the swing of things and be able to get back on top of that. But this video obviously would be late. Hopefully next video won't. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.